The interview that Ezra Klein did with Ta-Nehisi Coates reveals some things. The first thing, and I don't want to generalize, but it seems like we're living in a time right now where whiteness, especially in liberal, progressive, or leftist spaces, lacks moral clarity. We are living in the equinox right now. We are in the equinox where the subconscious, the shadow, is coming up and revealing itself. And in that, you are seeing that white men, a lot of white men, have never really wrestled with how this system would come and affect them. The same way that historically it has affected Black people, brown people, people of color, women. And so you're watching in real time people like Dean Withers, Ezra Klein, and other white people and well-meaning liberal white people, leftist, progressive, struggle to have moral clarity. Ezra Klein goes on in that interview to say something along the lines of like, he's not using the historical context to examine this moment. And Ta-Nehisi Coates is saying, but how can you not? And it also reveals that maybe for a lot of white people and a lot of liberal or progressive or even leftist folks is that as a white person, is this all just philosophical to you? Is this all philosophical to you? And what you're more afraid of losing is your moral hierarchy as a white person in all of this, which to me reveals that it's really time for us to stop, to reorder the hierarchy, to reorder who we put trust in. My trust is going to go more often to Black, brown, people of color who live a very real experience of this authoritarian regime that has always been there. It has always been here for Black people. There's always been here for people of color. We have always lived under an authoritarian regime. It is only now that white people are waking up and say, oh, shit, as Malcolm said, the rooster will come home to roost. The rooster has come home to roost, and a lot of white people are in a moral quandary. They are in a free fall of moral clarity that I studied my history. My ancestors wrote about this again and again and again. So to me, there's nothing surprising about what's happening at this moment. The only thing that I'm surprised about is that white people are surprised. And then again, I can't be that surprised because white culture has been ignoring the canary in the coal mine for a long time. And it also reveals the knowledge supremacy that whiteness thinks that it has. People like Ezra Klein, Dean Withers, a lot of these well-meaning white people are still function under knowledge supremacy as if they know, instead of saying, you know what, I don't have the moral clarity that I thought I had. I don't know. Let me listen to people who've actually lived through horrific things, that have lived through authoritarian regimes, that come from a culture that has had to deal with what we are faced with right now. But he didn't.